Contrary to the evolution of most other media formats, books have remained relatively unchanged throughout hundreds of years of rapid convergence and technological development. Even though there is a popular fear that all media, including books, are going digital, statistics show that ebook sales are dropping as consumers show a renewed attraction toward print books. A 2013 survey by Vox-Burner found that 62% of 16 to 24-year-olds actually preferred print books to ebooks. The most common reason for this preference? They like to hold the book.
Lately, I've been glad to see that younger people from the college and so forth do come and seem interested in reading books again, which I consider a good trend.
Millennial, Gen Z, huge demo for indies. They enjoy the experiential nature of an independent bookstore.
What has changed is the way that we are choosing to buy our books. Although the stereotypical struggle of the local independent bookseller against the force of massive corporate chains like Barnes & Noble is nothing new, the emergence of the internet as a digital marketplace has presented an even greater challenge. Newer digital powerhouses like Amazon may pose the greatest current threat to the face-to-face book buying experience, and particularly to these independent shops.
You do have to think of yourself as uniquely different. Most people understand what the differences are, and they're here for the experience, the expertise, because they want to see their community grow.
People miss bookstores. Sometimes people just come in maybe to get out of the rain or something. They spend an hour or so here because there's so much here to look at and to think about.
Independent bookstores make up an almost negligible share of the print book market, less than 6% in 2017. Even if the independent book market has experienced growth in the wake of Barnes & Noble's shrinking margins, it is still too small an increase to make any real difference. Which raises the question, when was the last time you went into a bookstore?
I think it's kind of just fun to explore used bookstores, because new bookstores are great too, but there's definitely something you're going there looking for. Used bookstores, you can come here looking for things, but often you'll have more fun if you just come here to explore, or come in mind of what you want, but then browsing, you'll end up finding something you never heard of.
According to data compiled by Bookstat.com, there was a total of 687 million reported print sales, 45.5% of which were sold by Amazon. Even after factoring in the 15 to 20% of print sales that are untracked by Bookstat, Amazon's share of U.S. print sales still remains at least as high as 40%, and there are at least 10 to 15 million more unreported Amazon print sales per year from titles that weren't tracked by Bookstat's algorithm. Looking at the next largest print retailer, Barnes & Noble, their share of the total 2017 sales was only 23%, and the company's financial reportings show that these sales are also shrinking by about 4% a year. While mass merchandisers like Walmart and Costco make up about 14% of the total print units sold, sales in these markets are dropping by an even greater margin than Barnes & Noble, about 8% a year.
We try not to regard anything as a rival. They're always going to specialize in what's new and slick looking right off the presses. We don't do that.
No one is coming in here hoping to get a brand new hardcover for $17, because that is less than I paid to bring that into my store. It's just not possible. We see online retailers as a competitor for prices and the long-term sustainability.
The research clearly shows that consumers are turning back towards print books, and more importantly, towards the experience of reading. We seek out the feeling of the pages on our fingers as we flip from chapter to chapter, and the familiar smell of a book, whether it's freshly printed or decades old. In short, we want to be enriched by the experience of reading.
There is an inimitable cultural enrichment that comes from interacting with the community of a local bookshop, being able to engage with other readers, and being exposed to a broader variety of literature than we would normally seek out on our own. This is why it is essential that we preserve independent bookstores and the cultural contributions that they make to our local communities.
There are people who are bookstore people, and those people have always been there, and those people are always there. But as national retailers push us out of affordable rental spaces in our communities that allow us to bring new books to people who want to support us, and online retailers get deals from publishers that allow us to make it more and more difficult to choose to support your independent bookstore, we have a longer term problem to deal with. And I would think that most people bothering to watch this or caring about this would know that your community is enriched by having a bookstore in it and by having a differentiation of local retail, knowing that your money is staying in your community and that you're creating a more engaging downtown for yourself.
Books are coming back. I think we are performing a service. I like to believe that books help. You find a way. It doesn't have to be a book that tells you how to find a way. It may not be what you expected to find, but it's there.